Hello everybody and welcome to Train Life, a railway simulator. So thank you so much to Nacon and Train Life for sponsoring this video. It is always very much appreciated. And if you do want to check this out for yourself, there is a link down below which will take you to the Steam page. So definitely worth heading over there. Anyway, what we're going to do in this video is basically do a tiny bit of the tutorial and then move on and do a scenario. Hello train, shaking the camera there. Yes, I've actually run through the tutorial myself already to familiarise myself with everything, and I do recommend doing that if you're going to get this game, because it really does allow you to get to know the game quite a lot with all the controls and everything. But I don't want to spend the entire video doing the tutorial, so we're going to skip to the final part of the tutorial and then we can move on and we can do a scenario, and yeah, it should be good because then we can get paid and we can gain experience by basically becoming a train driver professionally. So let's just set up our company first of all. So of course my player name is Daggerwin. My nationality is going to be the United Kingdom, so let's just go all the way down to the bottom. Just down here. There we go. Age, never really thought of that. We'll go with 30. And my avatar, plenty to choose from. I'm going to go with... yeah, we'll go with him. Select company name, Daggerwin Logistics. That's what I've always had on previous games. It makes sense. And the company colours, we can customise these as you can see here. I do like the green and the grey sort of look. Well, the green and black's good too. Yeah, we'll go with the green and grey. And the company logo, I think we'll go with that one just there. Okay, so starting location, I'm just going to put London. You can see we've got so many different places that we can start from. But yeah, London, as I'm from the United Kingdom. And I think everything else I'm just going to keep as standard. As you can see, the career options, you can change so many different settings here. Loads and loads of stuff. But this is the sort of thing that you can tweak when you start the game for yourself. I'm just going to keep everything as standard. So let's create the career, and I believe it's going to go straight to a cutscene. We'll watch that cutscene and then we're going to move on to the last tutorial.
Welcome to Train Life and Europe, engineer. As you near your graduation of the engineer's exam, we commend you on your dream of starting your own railway transportation business. Before you graduate, we just need one final example of what you know, and some time behind the throttle won't hurt. After all, as an aspiring employer, it's best to be a shining example for your future employees. We've set up this short course in Germany for you to refresh your skills and show us what you've learned. Start by familiarizing yourself with the locomotive's controls. Then follow the instructions through the next few scenarios, and you'll be off on your own in no time at all. Take your time, but try not to derail the train. Management will have my head if a fresh graduate wrecks our training locomotive.
Okay, so those first tutorials were all about getting to know the train and how to drive them. I have already passed those tutorials, so yeah, I do know the basics. I won't call myself a professional, not yet, but yes, enough to be able to progress and hopefully do a scenario very soon. So let's just get this last tutorial done. It is all about company management, so we need to go to the service centre to buy a locomotive. So yes, what I'm going to do is just quickly run through a few of the controls. Basically, to look around, change the camera angle, you press C on the keyboard, and then inside you can see we've got all these different buttons. I love this because you can actually change them all and everything. Air conditioning, we've got all of the power levers, emergency brakes, and also the power reverser, so change direction, and of course the horn. We've got the horn, headlights, radio. There is actually a radio. So yeah, it's really nice, and something which I've noticed while setting this up for this video is it's so smooth. The frames per second, it's amazing. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. What we need to do is we need to get over there. Before we set off, I need to press A, and we need to basically just request access. So it is the Thiendorf power plant that we're going to. Request access there. Yep, they seem happy for us to proceed. That's good. So we've currently got the emergency brake on. We'll take that off and we will increase the throttle a bit. You can see I did just get a bit of wheel slip then. Okay, right, so I need to continue with care because we have the points, and it is possible for the points to be set incorrectly. You can see on the bottom left hand side of the screen it says left and right, and yeah, well actually what I'm going to do is press M, and I'm going to set my destination to the service centre. There we go. And yes, it's green, which means it's all set correctly. That's probably going to change. I think I'll just increase the throttle to 30. There we go, it's changed to red. So I need to press this button here. Switch track. You can also press Q on the keyboard, that will do the same thing. Okay, just going to back off the throttle. I think about 30 kilometers per hour is acceptable for approaching the service centre. I need to be careful though with the brakes. So let's just see here. Here's our brake lever. This is the emergency brake, which hopefully we don't need, although I think we have to put the emergency brake on if we are coupling up to carriages, or if we've got passengers boarding. Okay, should probably come off the throttle altogether. There we go. 20% brakes, 0% throttle. Just increase that a bit. Are we good? 60%. Okay. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. So I did apply the emergency brake there at the end. But anyway, yes, we have arrived. Here we are in the service centre. So what we need to do is buy our locomotive. To do this, we go into this category. And obviously, yeah, we don't have much money. So there's only a certain number of locomotives that we can really go for. In fact, maybe only one. We do have some more in this direction. I'm looking at that red one. Yeah. You would never expect just to be able to get every single one immediately, and some are locked until higher levels. So this is the one. I'm going to go for this. 200,000 euros. Let's buy it.
You're not alone with your company, unless you want to be. For now though, let's hire a helper to perform a delivery for us while we perform our own. Your employee list gives you a quick overview of where they are and what they're doing. If there's an empty slot, you can click on it to open the hiring window. Hire any driver that suits you.
Let's get back into the train. We've got this tablet in front of us. So we've got the company, employee list, and we need to hire a driver. I reckon it's going to be worth just going for anybody for this. We'll go with William for 10,000 euros.
You'll have to supply your employees with equipment, as well as money for fuel and service. Assign a locomotive to your new driver.
Okay, so yeah, let's give William a train. You can have this one.
Now we can click on the driver to view their details or set up a task. We're going to do the latter. On the task creation map, you can see the stations that you have unlocked, which is done by visiting the stations yourself at least once. Clicking on stations will add or remove them from the route. Set up a route now between the coal mine and the power plant.
Okay, so we want cargo. We need coal, there we go, and we need to select the coal mine as the origin, so that's here, and the power plant as the destination, just here.
There are other options you can choose in the future, such as having the employee continue doing the task even after the first delivery is complete. For now, let's confirm the task and get to the world map. Reserved contracts are an important part of strategically planning your routes. Cargo contracts that are reserved will not expire as they normally would, allowing you to reserve the best contracts for your needs.
Right, so there it is. There's our contract. We're going to reserve that.
Let's drive to the coal mine and pick up the contract we reserved. Don't forget to ask for station access. And as you drive, so do your employees. Feel free to check on their progress in the Company Summary tab of your tablet. When your employees complete a task, an update will appear on the HUD, telling you how much money and experience they earned from their task.
Good. Okay. So we'll just leave this. There we go. And we're going to turn around, go into utilities, reverse the train. There we go. And it's going to make it much easier now to head out. So, yep. Let me just drive to the coal mine. We'll increase that throttle, but not too much, otherwise we're going to get serious wheel slipping. And we need to be on the right track. It does indeed always help. So I think are we a bit too far away to request access? I think we probably are. Yeah, so we're going to give it a bit of time before we request access. Just need to really focus on getting out of here. But yeah, once this tutorial is done and we move on, it is going to be very interesting to see how I perform with the scenario. I'm not going to say I'm going to do a really good job of it because I don't drive trains. Yes, it's going to be interesting, I think. I'm looking forward to it. Should just point out that the GPS system has been totally overhauled because this game has been out for a while actually as early access, but now it has been fully released. Okay, so we could actually go faster. You can see we've got our next speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour. And I am taking note of all of the signals. Don't want to be going through red. Okay, yeah, let's really pick up the pace. 50% throttle. And in a little while I will check if we can request access again. Yeah, so since the early access there's a whole map feature redesign and new scenarios. There's an event system with new events and achievements. We've got achievements. I do like Steam achievements. It definitely gives you something to work towards, at least, especially if you're really going for that full on. Okay, we no longer have access to Theindorf power plants, that's fine. That's where we've just come from. Go for a bit of a third person view, I reckon. But hopefully you can see what I mean about it being really smooth. Super smooth game. I will try and address some of the questions which might happen as well. In this video, like controller support. It does have full controller support with vibrations as well. Right, just need to focus here. I think we're okay. Pretty sure we're okay. Seems like a nice place to work though. Cabin lights. Okay, downhill. We don't want a runaway train. And yeah, let's just ensure the points are set correctly. Headlights just there. Right, I'm going to try and request access. There we go. Good. Because we're now pretty much at our
Navigate
destination.
to the track and pick up the wagons.
Oh, speeding. Okay, I am just going to really come right back because I think I need to be somewhere else. Should be the right track. Yeah, if we stick on the left here, then it should all be good. Yeah, I'm just going to keep checking this. I think it is that one. As you can see, we do have some icons above the track. One of them is an arrow pointing up, so that's picking up, and one of them is an arrow pointing down, which is of course delivering. So we're going to stick on this left-hand side. Okay. So we'll just get into this trigger. And we can apply the brake. It's a huge stretch of track, so we don't need to go slamming the brakes on. Got to watch the wear. Got 98% health, condition, so only 2% wear. Right. Couple and decouple. As mentioned before, we do need the emergency brake for that. That's the one.
It's time to put everything you've learned to the test. Deliver these wagons to the steel mill.
So we're kind of on our own here. Drive to the steel mill station with this load of coal. So let's take a look. We're going all the way up here. Yep. So yeah, we'll just set the destinations there to begin with. Of course, we do have the navigation system, comma and full stop. Pickup track. Handy feature. And I think because we are not at a service centre, we are going to have to do this in reverse. I can go to a service centre and turn the train around if we want to go forwards. But to be honest, I don't really mind going backwards for now. It's only a short journey. So we'll gradually pick up the pace. I'm not too sure yet which scenario I'm going to be doing after the tutorial. Probably one which is about 25 minutes long, roughly. And since we're doing cargo here, it might be fun to do some passenger work or postal work. Probably go with the passengers. Okay, all looking good. Keep checking those points. And oh look, William has completed a delivery of 1 wagon of coal to the power plant. Nice. Making money for us. Okay, all seems to be in order. Going to pick up the speed a bit. I really should do this in 10% increments instead of just pressing it twice. Don't want to go 20% up every time. That's going to soon cause wear. But I think this is going to be a long enough track to really pick up some speed. And we can't really go wrong at this stage. Seems like a pretty simple drive to here. It's going to get complicated when we get to here because I need to go on the right track for delivering. Okay, let's get to 100% throttle if we can do. Let's fly. Brilliant. Of course, bearing in mind that the next speed limit is going to be 90 kilometers per hour. So if we can keep below 90, that's going to be good. Because otherwise, I'm going to be braking. Wow, it's flying. Yeah, so this will conclude all of the tutorial, I think. There might be another one after this, I'm not too sure, but we're going to move on anyway. Because it's just going to be good to do a full scenario. Also, there is a major content update scheduled, and that is the Orient Express train, and that is free for all of the early access players of the game. Best thing to do is to check out the updates, Steam, good place to go to. As I said, there is a link down below. Just taking a look at the countryside. Right, I am speeding a bit. It seems to really have a lot of power, this. Powerful train. Or locomotive, I should say. Right, are we in view to request access? We might be in a good position to do that. Yes. Okay, request access. They seem happy for us to arrive, so that's brilliant. But what I don't want to do is arrive at high speeds. Although it would be good to deliver very quickly, I need to make sure we're on the right track. Otherwise it's going to be a lot of shunting, changing tracks and everything. Okay, so we're almost there. I think if we just stick where we are, we're going to have to go on a left track there and stay on the right there, if that is the correct track. I think it is. Of course, if this was the scenario, speeding is bad, would be penalised. It's in sight. So yeah, because we requested access and drove to the location, we've now moved on to the final objective, and that is to basically finish. So just got to get this right. Let's take off the throttle altogether. Going to stick over on the left, and then we need to stick over on the right, I believe. Obviously, yes, if we were going the other way, if the locomotive was at the front, that would probably make it easier. But it should go left now. And then we want to go right after that. And that should have us in the delivery lane, delivery track. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, the GPS is very handy. And because the throttle is off, we're just very slowly pulling into the station. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to start to apply the brakes. Let's just put them on 30%. As I said, it's a big marker for us to go into here. So yeah, the buffers are a very long way down there. And then once we've come to a standstill, we can put the emergency brake on and press F to decouple. Okay, let's just get this right. Decouple. Brilliant.
Both you and your employee did great work with your deliveries. Oh, it's been great to see you in action, engineer. Good luck with your company. But I have a feeling you won't need it.
Okay, finished. Let's move on to a scenario. Right, okay, so here we have the scenario menu. Obviously, many scenarios unlock as we progress through the scenarios, as we gain more experience and go up the levels. But for now, we have 3. We've got a postage one just down here, 23 to 27 minutes approximately. £23,000 for that. But I think I would prefer to go for something like this. Yes, this looks good. Cologne to Berlin, 1,400 experience point reward, €35,000 reward, that's very nice, and first time 2 times reward bonus. Brilliant. Okay, so cross Germany from west to east from the River Rhine to the capital of the country. So I think we'll just start. As I said, I'm not a professional, so I might mess up, but I'll try my best. Here we go. Right, so we need to request access to the station. That is Cologne, Maine.
This is the You're clear to arrive. We'll mark tracks for you.
Good. They seem happy with that. I'm going to set my GPS to the passenger boarding track. So you can see that's changed. It's gone green. Looks like we're going to there. Very nice. And yeah, we can just remove the emergency brake and move forward. Make sure we're on the correct track for this. Ooh, nice train. Yeah, we don't really need to pick up too much speed. Also, was that only... I think I was only on 20% throttle, and I managed to get 25 kilometers per hour very fast. This is going to be a fast train. In a minute I'll show you the map. Yeah, we'll just get the passengers on board first of all. So yeah, as I said, the shortcut for the throttle is W and S, and E and D for the brakes. And there's our trigger. Good sound effects. Okay, hello passengers. You've come to board my train. I think I can probably start to apply the brakes a bit. Don't want all the passengers to be, well, the passengers which are already on, if there are any. Don't want them launching forwards. There we go. And good. So, we need to board the passengers. We should have... Let me just see here. Toggle doors. There we go. All aboard, and we can close them again. Good. Okay, so let's just take the emergency brake off, and we can start accelerating. So we're now driving towards Dortmund, Maine. I think if I just get everything set up correctly. Don't want to be going too fast just yet. Yep, so we've already got that set, the GPS. Should be pretty simple, hopefully. And if I zoom out fully, you can see the map of Europe. Anyway, we mustn't be looking away too much. I do need to be focusing on the job in hand. Now there probably will be some stretches of this journey which are just very open. So I don't know if I should time-lapse them or if I should just cut them out. Because it is, as I said, it's about a 35 to 40 minute journey. Let's really pick up the speed now. If I do go wrong, if I do select the wrong track, then well, it's not the end of the world. We can always back up. But no, it's not good. It's not something I want to be doing. Lots of different camera angles. Yeah, this game only did literally come out a few days ago. So I'm sure there's going to be some more updates for it very soon. Try and maintain that 80 kilometers per hour. It looks like we're going to be sticking on that speed for quite some time. It is nice to be able to show off the scenery. Pedestal crane. Yes, that's our tablet just there. We can open this up at any time. We can see the company status and all the information about our drivers. All the information is here. No longer have access to Cologne, Maine. That's fine. I do need to remember though to request access from Dortmund. Oh, I've just had a notification about animals. Okay, this is not something I expected. We'll pull the speed down a bit. It looks like there's a certain stretch which has got animals potentially on it. We do have the emergency brake, if necessary. Yeah, you can see the head does keep coming into view. I think that's going to be patched, hopefully, very, very soon. I'm sure it's not too much of an adjustment to make. As I said, it has only just come out. Okay, so animals near the track. Somewhere down here. I suppose I shouldn't go too slow, otherwise we're going to have trains backing up behind us. I'm ready though. Spacebar is the shortcut for the emergency brake. Okay. I was just thinking there are animals down there. I think there were tree stumps. It's not bad scenery though. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, here we go. Somewhere here. I'm already going much slower than I should be doing. So I think this is a sensible speed. We do not want to be hitting any animals. I think we're okay. Okay, right, let's get that speed picked up. We'll keep going. Very impressive acceleration. No. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. I think I got my speed limit wrong there. Well, I did say I'm not perfect. Still learning. That's the thing though. Practice makes perfect. We start at the bottom, we work our way up through the levels and get some very complex scenarios. I'm now going to request access to Dortmund Main.
Hello, this is the operator. Is there something you need? We're prepared to receive you and have marked tracks for your arrival.
Seems good. Okay, right. Just keep going. Make sure I'm not too far over the speed limit. Let's try out the horn. Wow, look at the birds. I think we're almost there. And we've got permission to enter. So I'm going to come off the accelerator. We'll keep it around 10 or 20%. And because we do have access now, we can request the unloading track. There we go. So now we know exactly where to go to. In case you're wondering, I'm pressing comma and the full stop button to change our GPS there. It looks like the points are currently set correctly for us. Also, where it says left and right underneath, you can see there is like a countdown to how far we are away from the next set of points. 100 meters from this one, and they're set to the right, which is good. But I think there's one which we're going to have to change.
You've been given clearance. Proceed to entry.
This is it. pull into the station. Okay, that's set wrong. Need to make sure we're going straight into the correct platform, otherwise it's going to confuse everybody. The passengers all waiting on platform 3 or whatever. I don't know which one we're going to. They are numbered. Zoom in. Number 6. Okay. 30 kilometers per hour approach speed seems to be adequate. I think we'll keep it going at this, and then I can start to apply the brakes in just a second. Hello passengers. I got an achievement, Sunday driver. Was that for being slow? Maybe. Right, so let's apply those brakes. We're in. I think you might be able to open the doors from the shift menu, possibly. I'll just do it from here. I didn't see a button for it. Okay. There we go. Departing passengers. And now they're boarding. And now we can close the doors. There we go. Right. We're free to go. Drive towards Hanover, Maine. Let me just figure out where that is exactly. Hanover, Maine. Aha, just there. So, remove the brakes. And we're off. Yeah, so we're almost 20 minutes in. I'm probably going to be much slower than most people. Watch out, animal near the track. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. But we can get that speed up. We can get up to 80, but then we do have another speed limit after that of 50. So I'll probably stick around 70. Just need to watch out for those animals. I was just looking at the sky and I can see an aeroplane. It's even leaving a contrail. I'm pretty sure it is moving. I don't think that's like any kind of picture. I'm pretty sure that is moving. It is. Wow. Oh, animal. Good job we were going slower. Okay, I think many people are going to be thinking, you need lights on. We do indeed. I'm going to switch the lights on. Probably should have had them on a while ago. I think we can incur a fine if I don't switch them on. That is pretty amazing. What a beautiful view. I've got the speed up, going up to 120 kilometers per hour before it goes dark. I think we can probably go to 70%. Yeah, nice and fast. Obviously you can make your own opinion on this game from what you can see. I don't need to say anything. The best way of judging a game, I think, is by playing it and by looking at it in videos. Just here on the right hand side we have Hanover Farm. Oh, a stack of bales. I think there's a carriage in there as well. Big polytunnels. Big farm. As a big fan of stargazing and just space in general, I think it is beautiful that we can see the stars. I love that we can see the stars. They're actually distracting. They made me speed. Right, let's get down to 100. This is Hanover Warehouse. I probably should now start to think about requesting access to Hanover Main.
Station operator here. What can we do for you? You're clear to arrive. We'll mark tracks for you.
Okay. We have access. But we're a little way off yet. We're not quite there. We've got the cabin lights on. Just pulled the speed right down. We are going to go through a 50 km/h speed limit just here. This sign is where it changes. Okay, and I think we're going to platform 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, looks like it is. Going to start applying the brakes. Let me just check. Platform 2. Okay. Just go a little bit further and then I can apply the brakes a bit more. Should be fine. Okay. Let me just go in here, press that button to toggle the doors. Everybody off and everybody on. And then we're ready to go again. And I think this is probably our last stop. Should be going to Berlin after this. Okay, that's good. Doors closing. And we are indeed going to our last destination. Berlin, Maine. So it's a bit of a drive from here. Need to make sure I'm sticking on the right track. And yes, I do always speed. I'm always failing to notice the current speed limit. But this is something that comes with experience. Practice makes perfect. Okay, I will see you when we get much closer to Berlin. On the right here we have Berlin Smeltery. Just get a different view. Big chimneys. Yeah, I'm just preparing for this next speed limit change. We'll be requesting access very soon for Berlin, Maine. Just going past Berlin Warehouse now, so we should be able to have Berlin Main in sight. Yes, we do.
Hello, this is the operator. Is there something you need? You've been given clearance. Proceed to entry.
Okay, and we'll have to confirm that later, I think. Okay, cars. Just going to request it again.
The station operator here. What can we do for you? We're prepared to receive you and have marked tracks for your arrival.
Right, so now we just need to get into the right area. Just got to keep checking the points. It looks like we're en route. Looks like we're almost there. Which means we will have completed a scenario, which I'm very excited about. I think it was actually the biggest of the three. I didn't really study the postal one. It might have been bigger. This one was 35,000 euros though. And this is the one for us. Again, approaching at a fairly sensible speed. Wow, a lot of people on that central platform. I should probably make sure more train comes into the station, otherwise everyone's going to have to get onto the first few carriages and then walk all the way through. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, let's apply the brakes. And here we are, in Berlin. So I will just have to open the doors. People are going to struggle to get in and out otherwise. Okay, there we go, and now they're departing. And I suppose people are going to get on. Nope, I think that was it. We must be terminating here. Okay, right, let's just see what it does. Congratulations, you finished. Thank you. So yes, I was slower than estimated by only 3 minutes and 19 seconds, which I suppose for my first attempt was not terrible. I should have been within that range, 35 to 41. But that's not bad. It says money reward was 68,276. That must have been a 2 times bonus. And the experience was 2,731. First time 100%, arriving late minus 5%. But yeah, I think we can say that we have completed a scenario, which I'm very, very pleased about. Anyway, this is going to conclude this episode. We'll just return to our starting off train. So what do you think? Train life, a railway simulator. Please do let me know down below. As I said, the link is down in the description, worth checking out. But yeah, it's been a bit different today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.